Blitzboks team who are going to be relentless.
Our referee Nick Hogan, his 142nd match on the series. Fiji beat the Blitzboks last weekend in Dubai. They were enjoying the most possession of any team last weekend, did Fiji, but it was going to be all about the men in the green and gold. Late gets us straight underway and goes deep into the hands of the big man Talafolo, the difference maker, as per Cartanana. Chased it up, did Christoffelgrobbelaar, didn't make the hits, and now it's going to be all about the defensive work. Duarte comes in, the offload sticking for Fiji, and immediately alarm bells for the defense of the Blitzboks. Visser, the captain, has to come in and clean up. Now they pick up this Naduvalo. Looking, trying to go both ways into the hands of Jeremiah Matana. Matana will always look to try and take on the defensive line. Back onto the inside is Narongo. And we spoke about the alarm bells and we spoke about the danger men of Fiji, and you can hear the silence in the stands of Cape Town Stadium. But Narongo gets his first try for Fiji.
And this is where they've been so dangerous of late. Watch their attack. If you're going to rush up, you've got to make the tackle. Fiji did well to break. It was a nice offload as well from there. They kept composed. The continuity was brilliant. Talafolo, we spoke about him, so good. But it's the late switches on the edge. Jinarajongo, where they are so good. They've really employed it last weekend in Dubai. And it's something, obviously, they've seen pre-game. They're going to try and exploit South Africa with.
Well, they get the full 7 out of that to Fiji. And so immediately just putting a bit of a damper on the energy levels of this stadium in Cape Town. Blitzboks have to get back into it. It's been tapped backwards. Christoffelgrobbelaar has to get back and try and clean things up. Had a couple of options on the inside. Decided to go with one and go himself. Davids finds Ricardo Duarte. Late. Using his fancy footwork. That's Tristan Late, and his blitz, if you are able to get rid of him. Into the hands of Christoffelgrobbelaar now. Now they get it to Shiltonvan van Wyk, and everything happening at high octane levels, high tempo. David Brits, the offload sits this time for the man who started it all, Christoffelgrobbelaar. Hear the South African roar.
Couple of great decisions on Grobbelaar. Firstly, to take that hit up would allowed Lays to make his half break. Here he is here, goes through 2 defenders, could have easily given it on the inside. Decided to hold it, and he had numbers stacked to the far side. They get it out there, and I love the work that they do on the edge. See, the defence is rushing over. They lined up pretty well, but the footwork is brilliant. The timing of the pass was outstanding. And Grobbelaar gets the home team right back in this one.
Well, he was the youngster that started all. Christoffelgrobbelaar played some of the domestic rugby at Hollywood Bet Sharks up in Durban, and then decided to come back to the Blitzboks set up. Talafolo again goes high, bobbled it, but was able to get it back into the hands. Looking to play outside of their own 22 now is Naduvalo, again using the fancy footwork, again not making their tackles. And that's a soft try, you would think, for the defense of the Blitzboks. Naduvalo just completely phasing out the defense.
We can see already 2 passes and 2 line breaks for Viwa. Naduvalo gets rid of 1 defender, gets rid of a second, and he just strides out. Beautiful running style from Naduvalo, just showing how much of a danger he is. You've got to send 2 defenders over there connected. You want to stop this bloke.
Get the full 7, so the last thing you want to do in the Cape Town heat is to drop your phone in that swimming pool.
It's like a bath. We want to see the big swimming pool. Get us the XL. So good.
It was broken, remember?
They're still fixing it.
They're still fixing it. Looking for the nuts and bolts. Impy Visser goes high, retains well on him, like white and rice with Talafolo. Late straightens back into contact. They contact is so heavy between these two sides every single time. Duarte with the big fling to Visser. Shiltonvan van Wyk looking and trying to get a speck of miss in that defense. All very lateral for the Blitzboks at the moment. No one really making any gain line dominance except for that man, Christoffelgrobbelaar. He's been putting his body on the line. Tristan Lade spotted that there was absolutely no defense on the short side. Back onto the inside to the big man, Patty Zane Davids. Lade, Grobbelaar. Inaccurate passes to Brits, but now he flings one over the top to Shiltonvan van Wyk, who backs his pace, puts it on the boot. It sits up perfectly for Shiltonvan van Wyk, and Shiltonvan van Wyk as if he's playing in the park. That's a special talent to Shiltonvan van Wyk.
Oh, sit back and enjoy this one. Tristan Lades again showing that he's dangerous. That's a good setup. So you've got a great platform. There's a good pass. But look at Shiltonvan van Wyk go to work. The speed, you can't drift. You've got to keep him in on the fly. To pick that up takes a lot of skill. Absolutely smokes him on the outside. Shiltonvan van Wyk, he's lethal.
Yeah, a lot of these sevens players went and played some 15s code throughout the off-season. Just missed. Philip Snyman, the head coach, said it was all about kind of building the depth, expanding their space, expanding their rugby IQ as well. Wanting them to get and understand the game from a different point of view. Blitzboks still trailing by 2 though. Up high, MP Visser, Talatholo beats him to it though. Still in the hands. They've got to make their tackles this time. You don't want to concede one immediately after scoring one again. Now it goes out into the outside, into the hands of Naruvalo. It's already got one to his name. Has that gone forward?
Good pass.
Yeah, good pick up. Referee Nick Hogan right on that one. But you can see what Fiji are trying to do. Don't go to ruck. They think that's the power base of the Springboks team. So look at them, just trying to get rid of it. That's why this pass is forward. They don't want to take it into contact. See the numbers Honey potting around for South Africa. They know that's a danger and one of their strengths.
Go, please.
Oh, you can see it there. They ended a 9-year cup title drought on home soil last year. A lot of us were still looking for our voices afterwards.
I'll tell you what, Lays and Grobbelaar, they're the combo. Already 2 line breaks for them. You've got to go there again.
Playmakers up the middle. Grobbelaar, the big man. And Tristan Lades with the waving one. Shiltonvan van Wyk to that man, Tristan Lades, who now finds Grobbelaar. Just one in a straight and sucks in 2 defenders on his way in. Van Wyk goes down and they get the penalty. Want to go quickly?
No need to rush, so you can either go to set piece or scrum it. I think you scrum it here. Got the whole right hand side to attack from. Yeah, MP Visitor skip saying, yeah, this is our launch. So you have a move, particularly look out for Duarte off the base. Here again we talk about the big man, Grobbelaar. 2 breaks already, just setting it up, taking it forward, and this is where they're so good. That's the game of the Blitzboks.
They've been able to get away 22 passes this week, and in this match have the Blitzboks.
See, defensively, Fiji are squeezing in because of the threat. That halfback from Duarte.
They have to make the early hits. You see them targeting Tristan Lades too, just trying to keep an eye on him. Duarte gets the ball up. Lades, where does he go? Decides to take it up himself, looks for support, gets it in Duarte, who just loses his footing ever so slightly, driven backwards by the defense of the Fijians at the moment. Zane Davids, Shiltonvan van Wyk, who squares up the man, squares the hips back onto the inside. Now goes straight down. Rock good.
Get off your feet.
Jeez, we'll have to be careful here, Fiji. That's about the 3rd penalty in this area. One more, and that we have to talk to.
Calling another scrum on the opposite side of the field.
It's a great launch for them. So good. And again, it opens up the field for Grobbelaar on this left-hand side. He's so dangerous. Just give it to him on a heavy carry.
Christoffelgrobbelaar just making his way back into the wing.
Yeah, set piece here, 22% launch for them, so it's a very successful piece of it.
Back themselves at scrum time. What a big shock for South Africans. Duarte feeds the ball, comes spilling out the back, so not clean, but into the hands of Shiltonvan van Wyk, who now looks to attack the defensive line himself. A big looping pass over the top. Christoffelgrobbelaar went to need to get it, then got up, still on his feet, now within 5. Have they stolen it back? Fiji have. Oh, it's spicy out there, Katie.
What's in a 9-minute and 37 seconds half, so Fiji will just defend there and take that for sure.
Yeah, Christoffelgrobbelaar, he gave it all in the first half, got a try of his own, but at halftime, Fiji lead the Blitzboks 14 points to 12. Big second half coming up, nothing in it between these two sides. Getting us straight underway is Velawa. Salvin Davids goes in, and no clear release at the breakdown, KT.
Yes, risk and reward there. If you're going to go in,
Scrum,
you have to have a clear release, and it's interesting they've made an early change with Davids coming on. He was fantastic last weekend in Dubai. I was actually surprised he didn't start. He's so aware around this ruck area, probably because of the brutality of the breakdown. That's why they started with Duarte, but this guy here pulls the strings. He can create something from nothing.
Well, Salvin Davids needs 3 more tries before he reaches that 100 try mark. How many can he get this weekend? That's going to be the big question. Davis on the feed. Blitzboks ball, all under pressure, and they get the penalty, and here he goes himself. Salvin Davids, he's rapid if he gets it into the hands of Donavandon Don. Sporting a stylish scrum cap there is Donavandon Don.
Oh, you've got to stay in there. That's a big miss from Don. He received the ball, he had to
Put it down immediately.
catch it on his right shoulder, but you've got to come in field here. You've worked so hard to get the pill.
Outside time, Mark.
There's only one way that's going, and that's on the outside, and it's a easy throw in for Fiji.
A missed opportunity for the South Africans. They want to get better at their 22-metre entry conversion rate. They weren't able to convert all of the opportunities last weekend, but now opportunity for Fiji. Defensively have to do better. Now Rongo carving the South Africans open. Straight up the middle, staying on his feet was Velawa. Ball's been picked off by the Blitzboks though. Tristan Late looking for options, just trying to swerve it way out of trouble. Don Brits, David Brits, the ball's just come spilling out on the side again. Donavandon Don awake to it, realizing the danger that is the Fijians, and here they've got a 2-man overlap through the Fijians. Buying his time was Tristan Lates, made the right decision there on Bose. Back onto the inside, Naduvalo. Bakadrini back into their own 22, and the Blitzboks will try and just keep them pinned inside the 22. Look at that man, Talatholo just holding off a defender and getting the offload and then receiving the second pass again. Talatholo, oh, completely outdoes Salvin Davids, leaves him on the ground. That is sneaky. Josefa Talatholo is so good.
He's one of the best sevens forwards on the planet, Josefa Talatholo. Look at him go to work here. This is after he's already had one injection, so he's a ball player. Dummy on the inside, dummy on the outside. There's the last dummy. Untouched, and Talatholo makes it look easy. That's the thing. Not only has he got an engine, not only is he skilled, but he's an intelligent rugby sevens player.
Get the conversion too, so they extend their lead by 9 points. Josefa Talatholo, he's leading the series offloads with 17. Can you imagine why?
4 of the top 5 are Fijians. That shows you how the style that they play. It's a joy to watch.
No need to rush. Yeah, 7 seconds left on the clock before they need to kick off. Goes straight up high, does Nathumu. And they've retained the ball, but that's come out on the other side. Looked for the offload, but offloaded to the wrong team.
Just need to settle down here. South Africa, they've been chasing the second half. I thought they might have had a lifting pot because Fiji like these one-on-one situations because they think they've got superior athletes, as they did on that occasion. They got the turnover, so it's only 2 scores away, which is nothing. It's 3 minutes. That's a long way from home for Fiji, so just have to be able to be composed.
Yeah. Samoa.
Thank you.
Making its way onto his arc. Some fresh legs from the Fijians, and that's a scary sight too. Doing so well, bring on fresh legs.
You're going to have the natural overlap if you're going to get clean ball on this near side of the field. So South Africa, I think, want to go there. They're going to go late to the left.
Set!
Sullivan Davids got a breakaway off the scrum a couple of set phases ago. This time sends it into the hands, and they look to try and get their wings. Ronald Brown and Donavandon Don combining, and now Ryan stays in.
No.
Just trying to
Well in front.
sneak in an extra 2 meters there.
11 offside, making the tackle. No, you didn't get back.
You've got paces though. The Blitzboks, Ronald Brown, Sullivan Davids. You got Donavandon Don. You got Shiltonvan van Wyk. Let's get into the right hands. Sander Reinders made his debut in Cape Town last year. This time he's glad to be back. Shiltonvan van Wyk with the delayed pass into the feet of Donavandon Don rather than the hands of Shiltonvan van Wyk. Gets the pickup. Shiltonvan van Wyk with the fence. Shiltonvan van Wyk with the feet. Well, we said we just need to get it into the hands of the right players, and Shiltonvan van Wyk definitely is one of those.
Oh, there's some skill involved with this. Now, the pass isn't the best. Don puts it on the toe. Wicked bounce for Fiji. But Shiltonvan van Wyk, always aware, always puts himself in a great position. The strength showing at the last bit. We know about his speed, but his timing. Absolutely brilliant for Shiltonvan van Wyk, and his country needed him right then and right now, and he delivers.
Yeah, the big players always stand up in the big moments, don't they? Ronald Brown, brilliant conversion. So they get the full 7. Now only trail by 2 with a minute 15 left. 72 seconds to try and get the win. Ryan Oosthuizen flies high. They sent up the lifting pod, did the Fijians. So all they have to do is manage out this game. But attack, attack, attack's the only gear the Fijians know. Now, Vakudranu. My Samoa still inside their own 22. Don't mind being patient down here. Just try and get out of there. Borse.
Oh, there's lost. Here we go. Here we go, Layla. That is a massive tackle from Don. Absolutely massive. Oosthuizen, I think, was in there as well, making a nuisance of himself, just to give them an opportunity. David's down low with the Grobbelaar over the top. Now look at this transfer. Don comes in, and there it is there, yeah.
Oh, even the ladies love it.
Now here you go, watch your money play. You'll have one moment, one move that you'll go to. Davids is going to go to the midfield. Van Wyk's going to go onto first receiver, so it's all around the centre.
Blitzboks lost to Fiji in Dubai last weekend.
Crouch!
28 points to 10. 3 minutes left.
Set!
Not 3 minutes. 20 seconds, and they get the penalty. Ronald Brown with the tap and go. Ronald Brown with the straight, and he gets pulled around the shirt, but he gets it back up to the inside. Oh, they're going to check it. They get the thumbs up. They get the high fives. Shiltonvan van Wyk gets a hat trick. The Blitzboks get the win.
Your player straight to me.
Oh, it might be 30 degrees, but Shiltonvan van Wyk is cool as you please. Look at this, the quick tap. The number 12 puts himself in the position. Brown could have scored it himself, popped it up. Put it down, son, put it down. Take the win and get your treble.
Brown was the man, but that man is looking good. The Blitzboks get their Cape Town Sevens series underway with a win. Full-time score. The Blitzboks beat Fiji 24 points to 21.